How satisfied were you with what you heard from Mark Zuckerberg, and how satisfied were you with the questions from lawmakers?
I would give both mixed results for reasons that I think are obvious about the structure of the hearings themselves. I mean, think about it. During the Senate hearing, in the first hour and a half, there were at least a dozen different issues that senators raised, areas of really serious concern. And that helped Mark respond because he didn't have to worry about prosecutorial technique being applied at him, just hammering him on the same issue over and over. He was able to say, I'll get back to you, and then move on to the next topic. The problem with that, and this is where I think he's got a real issue here, is that, you know, Facebook may be like a rock, but this scandal is like water pouring over it. It's going to erode the rock. And the trust of Facebook, I think, is in severe jeopardy right now. And Mark and Sheryl have no one to blame but themselves. They've handled this thing in a cavalier fashion, and it's really serious. I mean, we're talking about democracy. We're talking about civil liberties. We're talking about the rights of human beings in places like Myanmar and the Philippines. And so, you know, they have to be more focused.
That said, Mark Zuckerberg told us that it hasn't had a meaningful impact on usage. Sheryl Sandberg told me that, and Sarah Frier, that only a few advertisers have paused their spending. And then we have this TechPinion survey. How do we make sense of that?
So I don't know about the TechPinion survey because it's really easy to say you've deleted the app, whether you have or haven't. I will be stunned if we don't see a change in usage both in the March and June quarters because of this in North America and Western Europe. And I just think that the erosion of trust is so staggering at this point that from Facebook's point of view, they, you know, it goes after just what the business really is. And I think they've forgotten that they don't have a birthright here. They require consumers' willingness to work with them. And Mark's responses to a lot of those questions, particularly Senator Durbin's question about his hotel room, you know, would he divulge where he had stayed? And then Representative Eshu's comments about, you know, the business model and the inherent invasions of privacy. Those things are a tell. And they give consumers a sense, wait a minute, these people view us as fodder. They view us as fuel for their profits. They don't view us as customers or even human beings.